What's going on, all you GPC type people? It's your analyst here, Togavor, with another coach's interview, accompanied by.
I'm Bob, or call me 911.
And
Coach Cambuur Zygarden.
yeah, so we're going to be doing the same thing that you've been seeing so far, and so he's just going to take it away with his draft to start us off.
Yep, first round I took Menifee. I actually regret taking Menifee's first round because I really wanted Clefable, but unfortunately that didn't came back around in rounds 2. So I kind of regret the decision to take Menifee first round. Sorry. But I got Menifee now, and I can deal with that with the Clefable myself, luckily. So Mew was second round. Luckily, Mew was available still at the time, so that's a solid pick, I think, on my end. Third round is Curan Black, which surprisingly was around in third round.
Yeah.
And many people have been saying, like, how the fuck did you get these three? And I mean, I don't know how. I guess that they were overlooked or something.
I
But
mean,
I
at
did
least
not.
it's not like the UCL where Kieran Black goes undrafted.
I mean, Curan Black has its flaws, but yeah, I don't know why it would not be picked somehow. But yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
it's
glad I got it
crazy.
because I hate facing it. So
Yeah. Oh god, it's so hard to prepare for.
yeah, it really is. So I'm glad I got it. But yeah, next up, Cobalion. I was kind of running low on steel types, so I figured Cobalion was the best steel type around to still pick. Next up is Nidoqueen because Nidoqueen was really good for me last season. This is the thing I copied from last season, and it was really good back then. So I figured I rather have it on my side again instead of facing it. So I took Nidoqueen again. And next up is I think Archeops I picked or Mega
Mega
Epsilon. I'm not
Absol, Mega Absol.
Yeah, Mega Epsilon. I knew the Orlando Helix was gonna get Mega Epsilon otherwise, so I needed to snipe that from the SE. And in general, it's pretty good because it was the Mega I kind of wanted because it has some nice versatility moves in Will-O-Wisp and T-Wave and Baton
Yeah.
Pass.
It hasn't been used in a format, to my knowledge, that at least is
No,
very public, but I think it's very solid. It has great speed, and the ability to go mixed with the great coverage it has is also really threatening.
yeah, I am assuming it's not the best Mega. I mean, it's
No.
pretty frail. But I can definitely make use of it, and if I play it well, then a well-played well-played Mega Eps is of course hard to counter. So
Yeah.
and yeah, Archeops because I have big plans for Archeops. Didn't really have a draft plan. Mainly the Clefable, Menifee, and Archeops were in the only things in my draft plan. So I'm glad I did get Archeops and did not get sniped for me. I probably could have waited a little bit longer, but I really wanted Archeops. So
Yeah, but it's one of the better NU ones, so I mean, it could have been picked, I think.
I mean, it didn't get picked last season, and I don't think in any of the other leagues it really got picked. Maybe
I
in
mean,
yours.
Dan drafted it in the GBA.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean, it would never go in our league because we don't do points or tiers. It's just the
yeah,
same way it used to, so I don't think
yeah.
any. There might have been like 2 NU mons picked in the whole draft.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm glad I got Archeops. Archeops is fantastic. It's kind of my mascot. Actually, Archon is, but I think
Yeah.
Archeops is a little bit better in a league forward than
I
Archon is. So
mean, you did use an LC pick. You could have gotten Archon.
I could have got that. Shit, I misdrafted. Fuck. But nah. Next up, Tangrowth, because surprisingly Tangrowth was still around, and Tangrowth is solid as all fuck, so I took Tangrowth.
Yeah.
Miss Mages, because Cofagrigus got picked, and Miss Mages is a good replacement, but again, the Levitate and Will-O-Wisp and Nasty Plot and, shenanigans like those. And Lantern, because it's the best NU mon, I think, at the current moment, and I wanted it because Electro Community and Volt Switch.
Yep.
Then Maywile, because mainly just because I need Fairy type, and I know it's not the best Fairy type, but it's something.
Yeah.
And last but not least, it's the destroyer of all worlds. It's Corfish, and
Yeah.
Corfish was still available, so hey.
I think something about Corfish is like, depending on the matchup, and if it was a game that didn't matter a ton, like you already clinched playoffs or something, like Corfish could actually do something. It's an LC mon that like isn't total garbage. So
Uh, I know it's. I am gonna use it in one game definitely, and I don't know which one yet, but I'm gonna use it.
yeah, I can't wait. So how do you think you drafted overall? Like, are you happy with the draft?
Honestly, I am not the most excited about my draft, but I do think I can make it happen. The main thing why I'm not like, as excited I was at this draft than I was at like last season's draft is because I'm more unfamiliar with the mods I have at this team.
That
But
makes sense.
I'll know soon enough which one
Yeah, all
I
right.
can replace.
So, looking at the other drafts, which drafts do you think are the most threatening to you, or just in general?
Uh, I think I'm gonna copy what everyone else said, and I think Nazio's draft is the most solid.
Yeah, I
Just
concur with that statement. There's just
yeah, I don't
there's nothing you can count out on any week.
know. It's yeah, it really is like that. He took my arena quest from last season, and I don't like that. I took his Menifee though, so it's fine.
I was honestly surprised Infernape fell to the fourth round.
I
Like,
mean, I expected it to go sooner, but yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I just know, like, from MPL, it was in the MVP last season by quite a bit. It went 19-5. So, and it's been, I
Yeah,
mean, I feel like it's a mon that it can be more difficult to use because I see a lot of people on their teams, he gets forced into, like, a Sash Stealth Rocker, and when it is forced into that role, I don't feel like it performs well, but that's just my
no.
opinion. But that's kind of off
I mean,
topic.
it's still
Yeah,
you can like everything with it, but
it
I
gets
do.
all the moves, except for a way to kill Cress. It's still annoying.
Yeah.
But I mean, not a lot of things get away to kill Cress. Anyway, is there any other drafts that you think are fairly solid?
Um, let's see. I think. Um, hmm. I think those are the at least Natsios is the most threatening one. I think all the others do have flaws I can exploit,
Yeah,
but yeah, I basically all of them have something to hurt against my team as well. So they're all scary in their own ways, I guess.
yeah, definitely. So, how did you do last season for the people who weren't here?
Unfortunately, I didn't win. It might sound cocky, but I kind of expected, like even at the start of the season, I expected to do very well and even go undefeated. But unfortunately, I um, I lost 2 games because you might have heard from Raj, but I was sick for 2 weeks and my plays were a lot less on point than they were the other weeks. So unfortunately, I lost 2 games. But yeah, other than that, I lost in the playoffs. Unfortunately, to Kino, who played really well. So
Yeah.
it was a good game, in my opinion. But
hmm
so yeah, I didn't make the finals and playoffs, unfortunately.
Yeah. So, who in the league are you looking forward to playing the most this season?
I
Hello.
mean, I still need to take revenge on Lars because Lars is a lucky faggot, and he keeps he keeps saying that he would have won regardless if I was sick or if he wasn't lucky. But I need to prove him wrong again. And yeah, I'm looking forward to that match. It's week 4, I
I
believe. So
mean, yeah, I don't think his draft is as threatening this year, to be honest. It doesn't.
I
It
mean,
doesn't. It doesn't
last season
have.
I had a perfect matchup against him.
That's true, but like, it doesn't have Sand and it doesn't
Uh,
have Lando. So, like, Lander aside, it's in my
I mean,
opinion one of the more broken Pokemon.
it's definitely one of the better ones, but I don't know. I wouldn't mind if it stayed in this season, to
Really?
be honest. Yeah, I can manage it.
I mean, I think it's playable around depending on matchup, but it's just one of those mons. Like, I don't think it should be. It's like a mon that you almost have to prep 2 mons to beat. I feel.
Uh, it's often a case of having a good lure, mainly, at least in my case, because that's the easiest way to take them down, I think. But
Yeah. I mean, I
yeah,
guess
it's
the same can be said for Kieran Black. You don't want to just have one
yeah.
Kieran Black
I
answer.
do
So
think that most of my that it takes my that Kieran Black is gonna get killed a lot because of the lures. So
yeah,
it's pretty obvious that's gonna happen because they're pretty over centralizing
yeah,
those monster break teams.
and I think they become so over centralizing. Well, so it makes it so much they don't get as many kills because the opponents
Yeah,
prep so much for them, but it
yeah.
allows holes to open up for your other mons.
I mean
Definitely.
that happened last season with me and Hydreigon. To be honest, Hydreigon was, of course, every time a huge problem for teams, but it really didn't do anything in the matches.
Yeah.
It like got like -5 score in the end, but
I had it in the MPL last season. Same thing. I think I had like -6 or 7.
yeah,
I could just never get it to work, but I think that's because people
yeah, it's
people
because
prepped well for it, but it allowed other things to work. So,
yeah, that's basically it. Yeah.
all right. So, looking forward to this season. What are your hopes for this season to turn out to be? I think I know the
I
answer,
mean,
but
I didn't win last season, and yeah, I cannot forget about how I lost, even in the playoffs. I lost against a stupid mistake in the preparation. Um, so yeah, I am definitely going for the victory for the title.
definitely,
I
I
don't think
think
that's a surprise now.
if I mean my personal opinion, if you're not going for the title, why are you here? To be honest,
I mean, I can see why some people
I can
wouldn't
see why
feel
people would
confident.
expect not to, but expecting not to, and then just saying like regardless of what you expect, like realistically, it should still be your goal.
Yeah, yeah, I do agree. I guess, yeah.
That's just what I think. I mean, no judgment here for me. Definitely not.
I mean, it shows how confident someone is in their play.
That's true.
If they're not confident, then they have a weak spot, and I'm gonna exploit it. So,
Hey, there you
but you can
go.
also be too confident, like I have
Like the
both.
certain person I'm talking to right now. Anyway, that's going to conclude this interview. So I'm Togavor, and I'm here with.
I was Bob, aka Call Me No
He
Moment,
was
and
Bob.
thank
He's
you very
not Bob
much.
anymore. But that's it. I'll see you guys later. Peace.